Deja vu.
I've been in this place before.
And you're the worst culprit.
I thought I proved myself to you. I thought we were getting better. She is still crying. Does this do nothing to him?
No.
God.
I've been played with and jerked around for long enough.
Wilson, do you think having a Macleod tea time with him would help?
Oh, what?
Man to man, bro to bro, not bro to hoe.
Where did this come from? Why is it Wilson Jr.?
Excuse me, GM, did I finish my food?
Should we get going?
Whoa. Heel check. I would kill myself if Gallahan died, but I didn't tell him that because I still want him to have choice.
So we just had a breakup. We just had a... Oh, God. Is that a confession of love, R.A.?
All right, the descending express is going downward.
Yay.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sword Art Online Season 2, Episode 28 this time, and we have a wonderful special set of conditions because, well, as you know, we're all stuck at home, so we're doing this on the lines, and that means everyone's at a remote site, but we're all still here, so say hi.
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 We're separated together.
We are separated
Far,
but together.
but near. Near and far. Above and below. Great board games.
Great board games. That's a list of some phenomenal games. But we are not here to play them. No, we are here to play a virtual tabletop RPG. We're here to play a little bit of Pathfinder today. So it's been a hot sec, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen?
Mm-hmm.
It has.
It's been a very cold second, actually a series of weeks, if I do remember correctly. So everyone refresh me, the Dear GM's memory, because I've forgotten everything, and tell me what happened last time we played.
Don't we introduce ourselves first?
You can do that too. I don't care. Who else here? I don't even know anymore. Like I'm saying, I'm forgetting everything.
Hi, my name is Allie. I play RA and Fire Things. Ooh.
Allie plays fire things.
She plays with fire.
Fire.
I am Gallahan, the Sacred Shield Paladin of the Odd Guild.
Hi guys, I'm Snow, and I play Snow, who is the leader of the Odd Guild. And she's followed by Nachia, the wolf.
Hi guys.
Handle.
Whoa. Just interrupting me like that, Handle? Whoa.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm just going to go like every other person until we get this done.
Oh, okay. Got it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Gosh. Hi, everybody. I'm Wilson, the resident cavalier, map maker, and explorer extraordinaire. And yeah, we're just part of the Odd Guild.
Ugwin, I think you're good to go now.
Am I? I'm a little afraid. Hi, I'm Handel. I play Ugwin. God, I can't think of anything to say about him.
Big dinosaur.
He flies incredibly fast now. Way too fast.
Man, way too fast. Hey, everybody, I'm Clyde. I'm the resident samurai. Don't use a bow anymore. That's trash. So we got a nice katana here.
Hi, I'm RL, and I play Zana, Xerxes Zion. I usually have my bird with me, but he got poofed a while back, and I haven't poofed him back yet.
You poofed me away, moron.
What circumstances? Technically, I got hit, almost died. You poofed yourself away because I lost consciousness, and I'm kind of sad because someone may or may not have broken my heart recently, but I'm fine. It's great.
It's all fine. It's great.
You are the character I don't know anymore.
No one knows anymore.
I realize that now. I was playing myself and my character.
It sounded a little too close to home. I wasn't sure.
Sorry.
I can rarely tell.
Where'd we leave off? Because all I've heard thus far is broken hearts.
Didn't we get into like
We
a
just-
elevator?
Yeah, we just rested, and now we're going down into the layer of sloth.
Oh no, we are here. We are here. We
I
are
know where-
here.
Em, do you
You're
remember
in
which
sloth?
one? Because I remember someone saying, "Oh, I hear water, I book it."
That was
That
alright.
was R.A. R.A. totally ran.
I was
To that waterfall.
imagining a beautiful oasis, and I wanted to take a
Just straight
dip in the water
beeline
because it
for
looked really comfy and nice, and I was already happy about beaches.
It looked really comfy. You haven't even seen it yet.
right?
It's in
You
my
just heard
mind. I
it.
can see it already.
Oh, I got it.
The mind's eye.
All right, so I'll bring us back in reading the description we had from the previous episode, which made R.A. Bolt, and then I will give you the follow-up description, as I assume you are all going to follow after her, or you just gonna like wander
Well,
around?
we kind of. I know for a fact that Snow probably shouts, "All right, don't run off on your own," and then probably runs off after her.
as she's probably continuing to run off. So,
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm already part of the guild.
if you do recall,
What?
surrounding you are tall, sprawling trees with thick vines attached, under which you notice the forest floor. There is a large open pathway with ample room to walk around. And as you walk, you hear a faint sound of a cascading waterfall off in the distance. And then she booked it down the open pathway where there's a clearing in the trees, and R.A.'s currently gone, Snow following after, and most of the rest of the guild following after Snow then.
Yeah.
Following the pathway, you will eventually arrive at a glorious spectacle. A massive tree sat in what the middle seems to be a giant clearing, and to the left of it, a natural hot spring. So as you are walking towards this, you can see off in the distance, under this gigantic tree, there also seems to be a structure.
That looks pretty structural, all right.
If you look at your roll 20, there is a massive tree over here in the top right-hand corner. To your left, you see your cascading waterfall, and it looks as if there's a building sat right in between the two.
I immediately dive into the water.
Okay, so the water is kind of hard to get to because the area is mostly sectioned off by the building. The only part of the waterfall you can actually reach is like directly where the water is crashing into the ground, and there's a lot of force there.
Oh, I just stand there looking at it longingly.
So you said we can tell that it's like warm?
It seems, yeah, as you get closer and approach it, while the water coming from the waterfall seems cool, there seems to be a hot steam emanating from somewhere, and the entire air around you feels kind of thick and moist and humid.
I already want to take a nap.
So R.A. is obviously the closest to the waterfall. Wilson and Clyde following closely behind Snow, and Galahad bringing up the rear with everyone else in tow.
Technically, Ugwin's bringing up the rear.
Hey, listen!
What are we listening to?
I don't know. I was figuring you're going to continue. Oh, Miss Illoway, you shouldn't run off like that, especially where we are. Where are we?
A jungle.
What is this? Why is there a building in the middle of the jungle?
Out of everything that we've seen, you're going to question the building in
Why-
the jungle?
Yeah.
Why is there a
Yeah.
jungle in the middle of the underneath of a mountain? That's a good. I feel like that's a good question that we should
I
be
don't know.
asking.
Where else are you going to build a
These are
house?
all valid questions.
There's
We're
no
not gonna
sunlight.
invalidate.
Where is the
Yep.
trees?
You ever seen the
Magic.
movie Journey to the Center of the Earth or whatever?
It's
No.
scientifically
Yeah.
improbable. Let's be honest here.
Are we at the
Yeah,
center of the earth?
It's a video game. I think I learned not to question things.
Yeah, being trapped in a video game. Scientifically improbable. But here we are, and it happened.
Quentin, how wise am I?
I don't know. How wise are you? You want to roll a wisdom check?
I'm very tempted to jump
How-
into the water. I
how
don't know if I
wise
know
am
whether or not it'll kill me.
How
much
wise am I?
How much HP
Roll
do you-
wisdom check.
That's-
Roll
That's
wisdom
what I'm
check.
asking.
You aren't very wise. Huh.
23.
Am I wise
You're
enough?
pretty wise.
Okay. Then I know it'll kill me then.
Yeah, so you're wise enough to know that though this water cascading down from about a 120-foot cliff would probably not kill you, it would probably hurt, and it wouldn't be the enjoyable experience you were looking for.
Darn. But it's hot water.
Well, it seems as you stick your hand out slightly that the water cascading down that's falling from up above is actually still kind of cool. But the water, as it reaches the ground, gets heated up, and it seems as if there's a steam rising from underneath, as if this is almost a hot spring.
Oh, I just have like the deep yearning to touch it.
Snow approaches to the wall, and
To the window.
she's gonna. How tall is the wall?
The
Should I make
wall
perception
is
check? Or?
Yeah, you can roll, but the wall is about like 20 feet tall, it seems like.
Okay.
So, Snow, you think we need to get up there or something?
I just want to know what's over the wall. Why is this walled off?
It's an
Snow,
open
Snow.
door.
Snow, remember what I can do now? I can spider climb.
Yeah, and I can
are you
just-
going in there?
I'm already inside.
Okay. So as you all are like examining the structure and like trying to figure out what's going on here, you just see R.A. walk away and Gallahan's closely in tow. Wait, Miss Illaway, wait, hold up. And they both walk off and go around the corner.
We'll take some time to get there. I would have
Yeah.
like stepped up on top of the wall
Sure. So
and like basically trying to look inside.
all right, wonderful.
Like
Can I spider climb up the wall?
You can spider. Yeah, you could. You'd have to use the spell, but yes.
Yeah, I cast spider climb and walk
Great.
up the wall.
Yep. You'll just go and you'll walk up the wall and you get up top there. All right. So
I'm just gonna fly over.
all right, great. So you fly over. As you fly up
Wilson and Clyde are behind.
above the wall, these two are just like looking at each other. They still have magic. Yeah, I know they still have magic. They're all kind of just leaving us behind again. Kind of used to it though. Not that I appreciate it. Kind of used to it.
Maybe I don't have a reason to bring you with me.
I mean, I walked
know if you
around.
could
I
hear
don't know what you
that.
guys are on about.
That was Zana yelling to Clyde as she's walking up the wall.
So Snow, Zana, and Ugwin, as you get on top of this roofed area, you are actually peering down into what seems to be a indoor garden, and you also see over a little bit there seems to be a hot spring as well.
Oh, Quentin, that's pretty. I love the flowers.
So yeah, you see an indoor gardenscape with a beautiful fountain and very colorful tropical flowers in this little area that's directly beneath your feet. And just over a little bit, right corresponding with the waterfall, it seems as if there is a gorgeous hot spring. It seems very welcoming and inviting.
Wait, we can see over the fence?
Yeah, I mean, you're on top of the roof.
Well, yeah, I'm standing
20
on
feet
top
up.
of. I'm standing on the wall.
So is it like a glass ceiling?
Okay, so above the hot spring, it's open air. You are currently standing on the glass that is covering the garden.
Gotcha.
So you do you do anything? Do you just stand on top of this roof for a little while longer?
I'm gonna
I hop back
over.
down.
Okay, you walk back down.
I'm gonna walk over to this side where there's like more wall and walk down that.
Okay, cool. Ugin?
Yeah.
How about yourself? Whoa, you're going inside there?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. As you make your way over, you get a little closer and you start walking down. Roll a perception check for me.
24.
So as you're walking down the wall, you're getting a much more level look of the hot spring. And in the water, it looks like you see something in the distance. And then it becomes very clear to you.
Oh, no.
And you see a wrinkly old man. Oh, why, hello there. I thought this was the men's only section, but it seems like a pretty young lass has wandered in.
Nah, dude, I'm a guy.
Oh, then just come in, join me.
Nah, fam, I don't want to get my clothes wet.
Oh, it's fine. Just take them all off. I'm not wearing anything. And he proceeds to attempt to stand up. But then,
I
like,
can
a perfectly paced anime cloud of smoke and fog and steam off the water just covers all of his gentleman parts.
I just spit out my water on the keyboard.
I'll pass for now. I'm kind of like, I need to go to the bathroom, and like, if I went in there, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom in there, and that's like not good. So I'm just gonna go over somewhere to pee. I'll I'll just, like.
I mean, there are plenty of bushes and trees around here. Like,
No one's judging.
it's only us two in here. Not much to
What?
see.
No, there's other people. You just can't see them yet.
Oh God.
Please tell me that the man is not approaching me.
No, he's like slowly walking closer and closer.
Oh, if he's walking closer, I'm taking a step back for every step he takes.
Okay, where are you stepping
You
back?
could just climb back over the wall.
Yeah. Just
I'll just
leave.
climb back over the wall.
Oh,
You just
okay.
climb back over the wall?
I'll start to walk, try to get away from him. It's a creepy old guy in a bathtub that's naked, old, and wrinkly. I don't want to see none of that. Oh.
So do you climb back over the wall where you came from?
Yeah, I'll try to, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You don't even have to roll anything for that. You just do. Oh, young
Okay, can
ladies
I-
nowadays, they're so spry.
Yeah. Enjoy your bath, dude.
Ah, much appreciated. Hope to see you soon.
I don't.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wonk, nudge, nudge.
I'll walk back over to where Snow is, on the wall.
What is Ugwin doing? What was he doing during that time?
Floating there, watching it all
Just
happen.
watching.
I know, I'm just sitting
Yeah.
here, I guess.
Do you have like pants under your robe?
Do you wear underwear?
Out of
That's a good
curiosity.
question. Like,
Why
so-
you looking?
You're very high up.
And you're also hovering like above glass.
a glass
so if anybody-
ceiling, so anyone down
Exactly.
there looking up, like,
He's probably got a thong, like
a thong?
thong.
A thong? Ugwin canonically wears a thong.
Oh no.
How does this make you feel, Peter?
I am,
Doesn't
Pretty.
even work.
Makes me feel.
I'm doing fine.
Gives him that confidence boost that he
Doing
needs.
fine. All right. Okay. Also, by the way, I need Snow, RL, and Snow, Zana, and Ugwin to all roll a perception check for me real quick.
Ooh, 32.
27.
Okay. Ugwin, we're just gonna take the first one. We don't need 3.
I can't see him. There we go.
All right.
I didn't hear it. That's weird.
I mean, you all passed with flying colors. So while you were on top of the roof, you kind of were taking in your surroundings. You were examining the building, but something caught your eye. Something towards the tree. It actually, it felt like it belonged there, but something seemed not quite right. And you noticed, suspending from the tree, lurking, is a massive, lanky, and furry creature with a bulbous nose and beady eyes. It seems to have vines and mold growing on top of it because it is completely stationary and unmoving. And before you think off in the distance, you see a sloth.
Oh God.
Okay, it's a sloth.
Before Zana would have gotten back and had the interaction with the old man, Snow would have actually gotten off the roof. She actually probably would have took a step back and would have said, "Catch me," and fell back.
Okay. We roll
Oh.
listening Clyde's reflexes real
Just-
quick.
They
It's
just
fine.
they bump into each other and both
Catch
fall
you.
down.
Light step down.
I
She could.
but
She could.
well, not even catch me.
She
She'd just be like,
decided to
"Hey
jump.
guys, catch," and just see what happens.
Team building exercises, guys.
And
Good.
both of them
Good.
get on either side of you and catch you as you fall.
Perfect. All right, guys, this is a bathhouse.
Oh, what? Why is there... What do you mean a bathhouse? Why is it down here?
Like think like anime bathhouse.
This
Kind
is the
of.
bathhouse episode.
Like, are we talking like Jaruto levels of bathhouse where
Like Jaruto levels of
like
bathhouse.
where like Mariah would go and write out all of his pervy books?
Clyde, why do I feel like if they were on sale, you would buy those pervy books?
Hey, you got to get your pickup lines from somewhere. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got to be the Mariah levels of Jaruto content.
Well, so like what, did you see anything else? Were there any demons? Like, isn't that what we're here for? Why is there just a random bathhouse down here?
I think I saw a sloth.
Wait, you saw Sloth the demon?
No, I saw a sloth.
Wait, like the animal?
Yes, like the animal, like the kind that defecates on itself.
Oh,
Did anyone else? And Wilson kind of looks up to the glass ceiling where Ugrin's still flying and Zana's currently coming down from. Did anyone else see a sloth over there?
Yeah. I also saw a naked old man, but I don't want to talk about it.
I didn't really see how big the sloth was, though. So I mean, it could have just been a regular sloth. Could have been.
It looked like a big sloth, good, decent sized sloth.
I don't mean to alarm anyone real quick, but Ara and Gallahan are missing.
What else is new? She probably took him off to some corner to try and make out with him.
I'm just gonna look at
hear
Zana
this?
confused.
Can I hear this?
No. All right. Meanwhile, while all of this was going on, all right, you step in the main entranceway of this facility. You notice before you, this building seems very organic and natural, made almost entirely out of wood, but it seems very open and inviting. As you walk in the main entranceway, you see a front desk with an individual sitting there, and the reception lobby is actually filled with rugs, very soft red rugs, and very cushiony looking couches.
Ooh, couches? Wait, there's someone sitting at the desk?
Something's really special about those couches. They're couches.
You do see behind the reception desk, you see a receptionist.
Hi.
Why, hello there, and welcome to Indolence.
I'm just gonna go over here.
Where did you go?
Can I look around here?
Well, our facilities aren't exactly free, but I could check you in for a room, and as long as you're on the books, we have a very generous host here, and he actually covers most of the expenses. His only stipulation is that he wants a running tally of all who come in. So yeah, if you could just sign your name in this book right here, and I'll mark down the date, and that way we can get you a room all set up for you.
Can I see whether or not I would enjoy staying here first?
Sure.
Trial.
I could take you on the grand tour.
Oh, it sounds super nice.
I'll show you, and what a large fellow just walked in the door. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Please stop.
I love it. Don't stop.
Well, he's already done it. He can't stop now.
Well, hello there, sir. Well, welcome to Indolence. Would you like to go and accompany this lady as I take you on the grand tour of our establishments?
I think it wise not that she be alone, so I guess if she's going on one, all right, shouldn't we wait for the rest of our compatriots?
Sure.
All right, well, sir, if you could just hold up for just a moment, I think we have a couple of other individuals who might be interested in staying at the establishment.
Sure, not a problem. We haven't had new visitors in quite some time. It's a welcome sight to see.
We'll just go get them then.
The Zootopia, the guy.
I know.
The water buffalo.
I said
Yeah.
don't say it, Snow. I already knew it.
So Ari and Gallahan are currently walking back to meet up with the rest of the party. As you guys are turning the corner, you see that they're turning back towards you, and you meet up.
So, I mean, I said I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm really I don't know whether that was Sloth's persona or whether it's the sloth that's Sloth's persona, but there was a naked old man in the hot springs beckoning me to come bathe with him. I don't know if he seemed
You peeped on an old man?
I did not peep on an old man. There was anime clouds that kind of flowed in, and I didn't
Zana,
I didn't try to look.
Dirty girl.
I
Is
didn't
her
try
nose
to
bleeding?
look. It's wrinkly. That ain't my fetish.
Not
Listen.
yet.
Almost all of them are wrinkly. They don't stop being wrinkly. We're talking about the same thing, right? The thing. Like,
His
she
face?
leans in. No, she leans in and whispers, the thing. The elephant in the room.
Stop.
The elephant in the legs.
Oh.
Yeah, I've put
Why?
catheters in, like,
Oh my
fake
god,
ones.
stop!
Wow. I didn't know you did that, Snow. That's kind of a weird fetish.
No, I'm a student nurse. It's something that we do in training.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, they all look like that.
Not quite. I mean, not someone I don't think. Anyway, so there was a big sloth, up there.
Wait, is this still a euphemism? I'm not sure now.
No, snow. I mean, yeah, snow.
Yeah.
When are we gonna start killing things?
I don't know. Maybe we just need to take a moment before we start attacking things out of nowhere.
Oh, I was kind of hoping to, like, maybe, beat up some things, trash. I mean, I'm kind of, like, mad, but...
Okay, listen, there's a waterfall over there. You could stand underneath of it and try and let, like, your feelings just wash away. You could do, like, what they do, meditate.
I can't punch a waterfall.
You could, like, meditate. I don't know.
Meditate.
Let the waterfall punch you.
The waterfall punches you.
It's fine. I'll deal with it.
Oh, wonderful. The rest of our compatriots. So I followed RA into this immensely suspicious-looking building, and indeed I found an immensely suspicious individual, and I believe we should smite him where he stands.
Dude, Gallahan,
Not
you're
yet.
like a little bit more aggressive than I am right now, and that's saying something because
I'm
I
just
have
saying,
a lot of
I don't like the cut of his jib.
Wow.
It throws off all kinds of really wrong signals.
Wait, Gallahan.
What?
Did you just say you didn't like his color?
Not at all what I said.
Racist,
All right, fine.
Gallahan.
All right, Snow, you will see what I am talking about if we just enter in the building. The man is apparently waiting to give us a tour.
All right,
I don't know, I
fine.
kind of already been in there.
Tour. Woo.
Yo, Wilson, Clyde, hold on. Wait up.
I
What?
start hopping like a bunny.
You guys are way too fast. Slow down. God, everybody's just running ahead. I don't
I'm
know what to
hopping.
tell you.
All right, who enters in the building? Oh, all right, bang, just in
Snow
there.
would go in.
I'm gonna follow Snow.
Where's this guy that you don't like, Gallahan?
Why, hello there. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Indolence.
Why is he talking like that?
That is what I'm saying,
Guys?
Snow. I do not trust this man as far as I can throw him.
he pronounce indulgence?
Indolence?
It's supposed to be indulgence.
No, not indulgence. Indolence. It's French.
Snow just kind of stares at him. Parlez-vous français, monsieur?
No, but I know how to pronounce indolence.
Is he naked?
No, he's not naked, but he isn't.
That's the-
Okay, so before you see a kind
Should
of...
we roll perceptions?
Yeah, please roll perceptions of the area. RA kind of did when she walked in, but I want to give another description.
What is
of the area.
Ugwin doing right now?
Ugwin's
'Cause
apparently standing
he's been
outside
kind of
the building.
quiet.
Yeah, I'm just I'm sitting here. Can I
Sitting
get
outside
Can I
the
get
building?
Nugget to go big? Nugget
Outside?
big.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nugget now towers over this almost twice the size of the actual height of the building and like making up almost half of the length of it as well. And Nugget is now large.
Perfect.
So what is Indolence, bro?
Thank you for speaking my lingo. Indolence is a hot spa and stay resort meant to help you facilitate relaxation and meditation, finding inner peace.
What if I don't want inner peace? What if I want my inner anger, dude?
Listen, anger is filled with a lot of negative vibes. It's just gonna get pent up in you and tear you apart. Here at Indolence, these facilities attempt to facilitate the release of all of those negative vibes so that we can better become wholesome individuals.
Aha.
Are you a wholesome individual?
I have been staying here in Indolence for quite some time with the rest of the staff of the facility, and I can truly say that it has made me more at one with myself and surroundings, more of a peaceful state of mind.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm
That's
so
right.
close to sending this guy to a void. He's so
Thanks.
annoying. His voice is grating.
Thanks for the explanation, bro. I go in for a bro fist.
Oh, my pleasure.
He responds with a bro fist.
What's your name, dude?
One moment, I gotta find where I wrote it down.
My name is Belphegor. It's totally radical.
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, totally. My name's Belphegor.
Belphegor?
I'm sorry, I'm a little hard of
Belphegor.
hearing. Can you say that again?
Belphegor. Belphegor. Belphegor.
PhD?
My father was PhE. My father was really into heavy metal.
That's great. That's real cool. Cool name. Cool. What? Man, I really. Who is this establishment run by?
Well, I guess you could say I kind of run it. I'm kind of like the manager and tell people what to do and it needs to be done.
Got it. I whisper to Snow. He's the one we need to,
But
I don't-
listen, this entire
Can we go
place
in the
was
trailer?
built and enshrouded around the majestic and beautiful creature which you can see outside in the furthest tree.
Oh, big sloth boy?
The
Oh.
old guy?
The
Sloth.
giant sloth.
Sloth, such a majestic creature, so gentle, so pristine. There's so many wonderful things about the sloth. Did you know that they sleep on average from 10 to 20 hours a day?
My God.
I
You did not look up
Did
sloth
know
facts.
Yeah, I did.
They
know
have
that.
4 stomachs and it can take up to a month to digest the food they ate this very
did.
day.
To digest it?
Indeed.
That's a really interesting way, like GI and digest. That's pretty
The
interesting.
name is Belphegor. Don't even question it, Snow.
I think it's Belf.
They're so in tune with themselves and their own need and have such a peaceful state of mind that they can hold in their bowel movements for up to a week if they don't feel like leaving their tree and nest.
Yeah, but they also tend to defecate on themselves by not leaving that tree or nest.
But listen, that is a wholesome state of being and is completely natural. Oh, there's so much stuff that we distract ourselves with in our everyday lives. The sloth. This sloth in particular. Sloth.
Breach the golf.
What?
Okay, what's the DC save for that, by the way?
27.
27?
My goodness.
Can I
did
get
you
you to
do?
roll?
What?
What
did you do?
She cast a spell that banishes him into a void dimension. Wait, how do you have access to that? You don't. That's a
I
level
do.
15 thing that you get.
It's a bloodline ability. What do I have?
And how are you getting a bloodline ability that you get at
have-
level 15?
I have a robe. I've had it for a while now. It allows me to use the bloodline ability like as if I were 4 levels higher.
You're not level 11.
Aren't you I thought you
Yes,
equipped
I
another.
am.
Which cloak and or robe do you currently have equipped? Because you have multiple
Arcane
of them.
Heritage. Robe. You can have a robe and a cloak. One is like a shirt.
All right, can you roll a spellcraft check for me?
Why?
Because I asked for one.
Okay. I'm not crafting anything.
I'm aware, but that's how a mechanic in the game works. If a character has spell resistance, your spellcraft must bypass their spell resistance, which it does. So you're fine. The spell goes through, and then he gets to roll a will save.
It's not a spell.
It's a spell-like ability.
Okay, but we literally talked about whether or not this was a spell, and you said it was not a spell.
What is it called? Breach the Gulf?
Breaching the Gulf, it's a bloodline ability. If it were a spell, that would mean it was a spell of the teleportation sub.
Right, but it is a
and
spell-like
it would actually count as
ability.
3 more levels higher.
Right, but
which
it's a
would mean
spell-like
that the DC would
ability.
be higher.
So hence why I'm treating... So spell-like abilities function like spells, but it is not a spell. Because it is not a spell, it does not have a sub-school, therefore it cannot be in the teleportation sub-school, but it is treated as a spell because it is a spell-like ability. Hence why you have to overcome things like spell resistance. Anyways, so you go and you wave your hand and you see everyone, you see that the character before you vanishes.
Oh, what? What happened?
Nothing.
All right.
Where
you
did
do
it go? Guys, he's kind of missing now.
Okay, that's interesting.
You guys want to keep going?
Can I roll a knowledge religion or on the name
Sure.
Balfour? Like if I recognize it or anything?
Just want to take a bet.
17. The name seems familiar and seems biblical, but you can't really make the connection. it just sounds like you've heard it before.
I mean, Zana, was this the guy that you saw in the bath? Doesn't look that old. Or was he?
Wait, did I just banish the demon?
No, this isn't the guy I saw in the bath.
Well, it was really chilly there.
Oh, wah.
Did
And the
he,
character,
in fact, did he take any damage? Like, at all?
you could roll
I'm
a
just curious.
heal
Could it
check
be a
to
heal
see if he
check?
seems damaged.
Dude,
I don't know,
where'd you go?
It's weird. Sometimes they have health bars and sometimes we can't see them.
Well, he did say it was really cold. Yes, it does seem as if this individual was gravely hurt by cold damage.
Okay.
Well, I think I've got some frostbite. I'm gonna have to go heat up in the spa.
Oh, you do that, dude. Where'd you even go, man?
I don't know.
What are you
I
talking?
was here, and then all of a sudden, like, I wasn't. I was in a
It's
black
weird.
pit.
Whack, dude. That's whack.
Totally.
By the way, can you tell the other guy that's in the hot spring not to hit on young ladies?
That's a really
you know.
odd request, ma'am. There haven't been any young ladies here at our hot spring for quite some time.
Well, you probably want to tell him just to make sure. You know? It's always good to make sure.
All right.
But you're not a young lady. Yeah.
Well, while we're all here, I would highly recommend you're free to stay and look around and browse the premises as long as you just sign into the logbook here. We just like to keep track of all the comings and goings of the people who enter and leave the facility.
I look at Snow.
Can I perception the logbook?
Sure.
That was a crit fail.
Big, bold, italics letters.
Indolence.
Can I sense motive the logbook?
Yes, you may. It is not hiding any ulterior motives other than being a place where you write your name.
Well, I don't see any contract on here. And I don't know, guys. If you want to take a break, we can. For like an hour.
I feel like an hour isn't that long short.
Yeah, I guess it might be nice to de-stress a little bit after.
Yeah, Mrs. I want to punch everything.
I still want to punch things.
Punch
but it's
the
just
water.
one specific thing.
Snow, I don't mean to alarm you. We are still in a trial of numerous demons. Are we sure this is the best idea?
Sometimes your mental fortitude does require a mental break. Before you
Layer
actually
of
break.
A demon? I don't know.
You know
Galahad,
what?
we have worked hard and we deserve a break, sir. You can be all tense if you want to, but personally, I would like to relieve some very stressful emotions in me currently.
Well,
That
also,
would be nice.
Gallahan, I also doubt that Sloth is going to do anything right now.
Yeah,
He's
it's
It's
sloth.
the
Sloth.
demon of laziness.
All right. So, would anyone else like to roll a perception check as they are writing their names in the logbook?
I already rolled mine.
I said anyone else, not including you.
That was a tear from my eye.
19?
18.
Both of you, as you're writing your names down, seem like this logbook was really, really full. And it seems as if beside everyone's name, there is an entrance date, but not a date they left.
I just got chills.
Maybe like the guy that you sent to the other place, Miss Dimension person?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You are the only person I know who has access to another dimension.
You don't
That's
know that.
true.
You don't know that. Snow's the only one that even remotely has an idea of that.
I know
She
you
knows
have your
about your
dimension
key door.
And I know that's
Sure.
another dimension. I know he went
But
somewhere
I can't
dark
just
and
wave
cold.
my key at people and send them to another dimension.
Zana doesn't know
gosh.
how it works.
Yeah, I know. Telling you right now, that's not how that works. Did you see a key in my hand? You think I wouldn't have just waved us out of here by now?
You
That's a
telling me
bluff
that you
check
did
from
not send that
RA.
man to
Okay.
another
Will
dimension.
do. I'm bluff checking.
I mean, yeah, if you're lying, it would be
All
a
right,
bluff.
43.
What do we gotta roll to counter that?
Be sense motive.
She also has the stats of. so
Never mind, I believe you.
I'll try. Hey.
Still not high enough.
Allie, what did you say?
43.
No. What was it that you were bluffing about?
I can't just wave my hand with my key and send people to other dimensions.
Oh,
It's not even a bluff, it's true. I
No.
can't
We were
do that.
talking about the lie about you not casting any dimension spells.
Yeah, I said you're telling me you didn't send that man into another dimension.
Technically, it's a void.
That's another dimension.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's a lie.
All right, well,
I feel like my bluff went, though.
yeah, so Zana and Snow are kind of calmed down on the matter, but Gallahan walks up beside you and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Miss Illoway. Now, I don't know many spellcasters here, and but what I do know of them is that you do maintain some capabilities of transporting individuals.
Okay, I did it!
Thank you, Miss Illoway. That's all I wanted. We just want the truth. Sometimes the truth is best way to resolve the situations.
Telling the truth
just
is
so
probably the best
annoying.
way to keep the demons from taking over. So, just saying.
I hate you people.
Now, you love us.
I can't lie to Gallahan.
All right,
Makes
so
me too guilty. It's like lying to a nun.
so the rest of your male compatriots sign in their names to the logbooks.
Oh, all right, everybody. Now that we've got all that through with, if you wouldn't mind following me, I'll take you right back this way.
And he starts walking towards the back end of the reception.
I follow the dude.
Okay.
So, you're all free to go about and explore the premises while I go and warm up. To our left here, you'll see a garden. This is our indoor botanical garden. Sometimes we let out the skylights, though, and let in some nice, fresh, tropical air. If you follow me back this way,
As he starts proceeding further down the hall,
this is where the primary bathhouses are. You'll see changing rooms for both the guys and the gals.
Which ones, guys and gals, really quick? Just
The guys
so we don't
are
have any.
the closest door to our left. The girls are further down the hall.
Okay. Good
So
to
if
know.
you would excuse me, I'm gonna have to go de-thaw my toes before they fall off.
and he
That is a
exits.
huge sloth. That is gigantic.
That is a big, big boy.
Is it supposed to be that big? Holy
I don't
crap.
think we should question it. It's perfect just the way it is.
Did you just zoom out and see the sloths now?
Yeah. What is Ugwin doing?
I'm just standing out here.
Snow, go out. Ugwin, are you just going to stay out here all day?
Just waiting.
Waiting for...
I don't know yet.
Why don't you come on inside instead of waiting outside?
But-
I see you have a giant nugget.
Yeah.
Why don't you make nuggets small and then you can bring him in. You guys can play in the bath or something.
Aren't we killing things?
Not right now. I think some of us need a mental reprieve.
Go float over a hot spring.
I'll just I'll scout out the area then. I'll fly
Okay,
up with
maybe
Nugget
go-
above the building.
Do you want to go take a look over at those trees?
All right. Is there any direction in particular that you fly over to?
I guess just here-ish, I guess.
Like you're just hovering above the changing rooms in the bathhouse?
Yeah.
Just okay. Just
I mean, it's not like he can see in them because there's technically a roof there.
There's
right?
a glass
could
roof,
have X-ray
Snow.
vision or something.
No,
or
there's a-
see-through walls.
Alec, there's only a glass roof so far that we know of. We would have been able
above
to
the
see every
garden.
other room.
Yes.
Ugh, that's no fun. People can't see up his skirt now.
All right. So what does everyone else do?
I come back inside.
Okay, so Ari immediately beelines for the garden.
I just head first into the fountain. I run straight for the fountain. And I start splashing around.
Okay, roll a perception check for me real quick.
21.
So as you beeline and make your way through the garden and you see the fountain in the center, you run straight for it, and everything's kind of a blur around you of all these vibrant, bright, tropical colors. And you make your way and you're thoroughly enjoying yourself until out of the corner of your eye, as you're having fun in the fountain, you notice what look to be 3 large statues all facing the wall.
God, weeping angels. Oh, no. Are these sloths? Oh, I see these. I can actually see these.
Yeah.
They kind of look like monkeys.
So as you get closer, do you try to inspect them further?
Sure. Carefully.
Okay.
Wearily. They're creepy to me.
So as you walk up to them, you notice these seem to be like almost 10-foot statues of sloths just in a crouched position with their hands on their head. Almost look like it would cover their ears. And they're currently just turned and faced towards the walls.
I run back towards the group really quickly.
Okay, so you run out of the garden
however long
and back
that
into
takes.
the main lobbyway. By the time you get back, it seems like everyone else has made their way and has started walking towards either their rooms or to the changing rooms for the bathhouse.
Our rooms? Is there an assigned room? I don't understand. Wait, you just said we could have been going to our rooms or the bathhouse. These rules are being blurred.
Or you could have rooms, but you just don't know about them yet.
I want to go to the girls' side of the bathhouse. I think I'll be fine with that.
Okay, so you're making your way up here towards the top leftmost room where you were instructed that the females' side of the bathhouse is.
I wonder if there's anybody else here. What do you think?
I mean, I know there's an old man, but other than that, did you notice that all the guests that have signed in have not signed out?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. I kind of got blindsided by the fact that there were just, I was concerned about more of a contract, so I was reading through to make sure there wasn't a contract. I wasn't really looking at the dates.
That's fair. Do you want to get in the hot springs? Maybe relax a little bit?
Sure.
I'm down.
Yeah,
so are we in the little area where you get changed?
Yes. So you guys make your way in to this.
Zana will start stripping to get into the tub.
Yo, it's dark in here. We can't strip in the dark. Wait.
Sure you can.
Oh, okay.
So I'll start getting undressed to get into the hot springs. And I'll look at Snow. Are you going to join or what?
Hold on. I need to make a perception of Zana really quick.
Okay, sure.
This is for very important reasons.
Great.
All right. Like in every bathhouse anime or episode.
There's a creepy old guy hiding behind a door or in a locker.
Anyway, like in every bathhouse episode, if she's already started stripping, there is going to be a comparison. Snow looks at Zana and then looks at herself.
What?
No,
what?
Yeah, sure, I'll join you. I'm gonna change over here, and I go onto the opposite side of where she could see me.
Okay. Great.
Zana will try to fall. Are you being shy now? You're being shy now.
So if she's following her, Snow's going to run through the one side of the lockers.
Yeah, so the way the room's set up is there's actually 4 sets of lockers with a bench in between, and there's a straight open area in the middle as well. So it kind of looks like there are 3 different rows in this really large room with multiple sets of lockers. So Zana was currently up at the topmost. Snow made her way down to the bottommost, and they were currently in 2 separate rows, effectively.
Wait, is Zana currently stripped then?
Yeah, she's mostly undressed, in just her underwear.
Snow is going to go to the opposite. She's gonna just run down the aisle to the behind the lockers where she can't be seen.
So as Zana goes to approach Snow, coming towards the direction where Snow was just, Snow starts to walk away towards the opposite side of the room, and it's almost like they're walking in a circle now. Just kind of constantly dodging behind shelves.
You know what? It's fine. I get it. Some people are shy. It's okay. Zana strips the rest of the way. And we'll start walking down to go into...
As Zana goes to go through the exit way, it looks as if Snow was about to walk past that direction to avoid Zana. Snow suddenly sees her and stumbles back and starts to backtrack going where she was previously.
She probably trips a little bit over the bench or something.
Over her pants. She's currently trying to get off.
Are there towels?
There are towels in the lockers.
Okay, she'll take
Zana will get into the hot springs and start to chill.
Okay.
It feels great. I'm waiting.
Oh, I know it feels wonderful, doesn't it?
Oh, is that you, old man? Where you at? You invisible?
I am not a man. And someone splashes you with water. How dare you? I know they've sagged a little with age, but please, they're not completely gone.
What
At
did
least
one
she didn't slap you with your breasts.
No.
Her breasts.
What did one saggy boob say to the other?
Why are we so deflated?
No, close. If we don't get some support soon. People are gonna think we're nuts.
Oh, that's sad.
I tell this to the lady.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, no one has a good sense of humor around here. I haven't heard a good joke in what feels like centuries.
Wow, centuries. How long have you been in this bath water?
Oh, I don't know. It's just so comfortable. I just want to sink in and let the steam absorb my pores.
Wait.
Cool. Anyway, I'm waiting for my friend. Hey, Snow! There's somebody else in here.
Snow takes a shower first.
Yeah, as you do. You're supposed to clean off before you enter the bath. It's
How the
I
heck
assume
do
this is a shower area.
Yeah, that's a shower area that you walked into.
I don't know this. Snow! Oh, God.
There is
am I
no
alone?
response.
Oh. So anyway, lady, you can stay over there. I'm just gonna go over here a little bit. Nice meeting you, though. Glad you like my jokes.
Oh, absolutely. If you have any other new ones, please feel free to share.
Will do. So, can I perception while I'm in the, tub?
Sure.
Perception, 17.
All right. So, you see that in the spa, it seems like there's just this little old lady with, she seems very wrinkly, but she seems as if she has very long, flowing white hair that seems very well taken care of. And it seems that probably much earlier in her life, when she was in her prime, she was probably quite beautiful with very long, luscious hair.
I will, while waiting for Snow, try to talk to the lady. Lady, ma'am,
Yes?
what's your name?
What's your handle?
They call me Cynthia.
You can't get him to stop. So your name is Cynthia. That's a very name.
Well, how about yours, young miss?
My name's Zana. How long have you been here? Do you know?
Oh, I stopped keeping track of all that nonsense like time. Every day flows one into the next. What's the point in keeping track of it all? With no responsibilities or anything to worry about, each day is just enjoying it to the fullest.
So, I'm bad at small talk. Do you have a boyfriend?
Oh, that old coot over on the other side of the men's quarter would like to think so, but no, missy. No. I am quite single. I'm waiting for the right man to waltz into that bathhouse over there.
Yeah, I guess I'm single now, too. Guess we're in the same boat.
Actually, we're in the same bath.
That's so mean.
Oh god. So Snow's been like labeling everyone, and you just get we had old sag lady, now named Cynthia. We had Zana labeled, and now it just says single Zana.
I mean,
And then the lockers say, I've got a labeler.
I mean, like, I had a bird as my partner, but he disappeared, and it takes forever to resummon him, and I just haven't had the time.
Ah,
So
well,
I'm-
you'll find yourself with nothing but time for enjoyment and self-reflection.
I have about an hour.
Oh, what? Only an hour?
Yeah, you can fit a lot of into an hour. Like, I don't know, a whole game of Mario Party. You can fit that in an hour.
What?
Yeah, we're just here for an hour. Just
No,
a
you'll
little
find
bit.
her. Trust me, once you enter into these waters, you'll slowly feel as it washes away all your pains. It's honestly quite soothing. There's no way one could stay for only an hour. Just
Do I feel it washing away all of my pain?
So if you had any missing HP, by the way, you're slowly noticing that as each minute goes by, you feel invigorated, slightly uplifted, as if all of your tension, sores, and pains are slowly starting to sink away within the heat of the spa.
My negative levels.
Your negative levels?
Are they disappearing as well?
You notice your HP is healing, and then any negative status effects you were under are slowly being uplifted.
Dang, Cynthia, you right. I guess these waters are pretty nice. Still, can only stay for like a little bit though.
As we're
Hey,
having this
Snow, are
conversation.
you done yet?
Yes, stop shouting my name. I'm here.
Come in the water, Snow. What you
I'm-
doing with that towel around you? What you doing? Huh?
It's staying on.
You staying on? Why you being shy? Look at me. I ain't being shy. Look at Cynthia. Cynthia ain't being shy.
Oh, I'm as free as can be. And she kind of like jostles her shoulders and like shimmies around a little.
You have enough to be free. Don't worry. I'm good. My little this will stay around. It's fine.
I will hug Snow and try to pull her in the water more.
Oh, she was like walking in anyway, but yeah, slowly. I have to adapt. Let me adapt to the water.
Let adapt to this, and I will pull her.
Roll strength to see if you can pull her.
Doubt it.
I was like,
Snow, roll a contested strength
I was
check.
looking for my dice.
Wait, you want me to roll?
Roll a contested strength check.
Oh, bam.
Oh, I don't know. Zana might be able to beat that.
So I roll strength.
I mean, like, I have no idea why it wouldn't be
Look at
CMD
that.
versus CMD, but
Yeah, it actually should be
Do you
probably.
want me to
but-
roll grapple and drag,
It-
Peter?
Technically, it would be a
absolutely,
grapple.
yeah.
Dad, that would
Yeah.
All right. So, Snow. So Zana goes up to grapple Snow. Snow, you get an attack of opportunity.
Attack?
Yeah.
Oh,
she can
okay.
decline the attack of
It's a
opportunity.
combat now.
But
Can
hey,
I just push her away instead of making an attack? Because would I just make a melee roll?
I'm sorry.
then?
Would you like to use the shove maneuver?
Yes.
Okay.
Does she shove me with both hands?
Can I use the splash maneuver?
Oh, okay. So
Splash.
please
Splish
roll roll the hit with splash.
we
What
all
would I
we all
roll?
know that it,
It's going to be
Melee?
your what? No, this will
just
be a
be a-
ranged attack. Gosh, you're throwing something at her. You're throwing water.
Okay. I throw water.
Oh, you throw water like an expert, and it splashes all over. Zana.
28. Let me read the numbers.
There you go. Zana, please roll your CMD.
I get splashed.
Yes, you get splashed, but I need you to roll your CMB opposed to her CMD to see if you can grapple. Okay, there you go. So 14. Snow, does that bypass yours?
No.
No. All right.
26.
So Zana goes to reach for Snow, and Snow splashes some water and gets her right in the eyes, and it's kind of hot and warm. And Zana's hand kind of recoils a little.
Congratulations, you splashed me when I was already wet, but I can do you one better, and I will.
I run the
also-
other way.
What? I will also try to splash her.
Okay. Roll range.
As soon
to
as I
hit.
splash her, I run.
Okay. Roll range to hit. Oh, ooh, that's pretty
27.
good.
Wait, you're right. Snow doesn't think about this.
All right. You
I
didn't
light
get.
step over the fence.
The fence? Why you naked you?
You
Well, you
can't
did-
see.
I have my
You
towel on.
can't see at the other side of it though.
I can jump to the top of it. I can't like actually light step. Like it doesn't let me sit on the wall.
Okay, so you light step on the other side of the fence. Oh, I mean, up top of the fence. 20-foot tall fence, by the way.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, so as you do so, you hear,
Ma'am, these are restricted quarters to specific genders only. If you could please stay on your side. Also, fun fact. When you're up 20 feet, the angle I'm having, the towel doesn't do much for you.
Jesus. I feel like she'd be squatting though. I don't know why that's what I imagined, but okay.
Do you come back down?
She'll turn around and just sit on the edge of the wall. I'll be down in a minute. It's fine. It's just a great
Snow.
view up here. I'm facing the girl side.
okay.
I will wait for Snow to come down. I just want a girl bond. I just want to talk.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it bonding?
Where's RA?
Does she count?
I mean, she is a girl.
All right, Allie, where you were coming in from the garden now. Where we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look around me. Is Gallahan or Snow or anybody here?
So you see the men are slowly making their way, and it looks like they're filing into the men's section of what was listed to be the bathrooms.
Gallahan, wait,
Oh,
Wait.
what? Yes.
come here.
Oh, okay. Lads, I'll catch up with you shortly.
The monkeys the monkey said that we have to plug our ears and look away, or the evil demon music is going to make us fall asleep and then we'll die.
You're going to have to rewind that a little bit for me, because I caught all of it but understood none of it.
Right, come here.
Okay, fine. Which way? Towards the garden?
This way, yeah. There's statues.
All right, so Gallahan is following you into the garden currently.
Look, I was splashing around, and I saw these monkeys. And clearly,
weird.
we have to plug our ears and look away, or we'll die.
Those do appear to be sloths. But weird, yeah, they do. Why are they're holding their heads and covering their ears and what?
Yeah.
All right, can you read this? It seems like there's some writing on the wall that they seem to be staring at.
Okay, I tried to read it.
And it is actually written in Infernal.
Oh, wonderful.
So roll a linguistics check for me.
Okie dokie.
All right. So with your practice with Lucian, and you're able to recall some of your Infernal lessons, and it seems as if the word on the wall is indolence.
Huh?
Indolence.
Huh? Callahan, it says indolence.
Indulgence? But that doesn't sound right. That would be like gluttony. Or...
There's not like a...
Can you spell it?
My Infernal isn't great. INUDLNS. INDOLENUSCE.
There's a U in there? It seems like a lot of vowels.
Oh, no. INDOLENCE, sort of. It doesn't directly translate.
Indolence. I believe it's
Yes.
indolence.
What?
Indolence. It's the avoidance of activity or exertion, kind of like laziness or sloth.
So we have to exert ourselves. Got it. Let's go play in the fountain.
Miss, I don't really know. This is kind of cryptic. It seems as if
They're plugging their ears and looking at it. That's kind of weird.
it's very odd. Wait. This one's doing the same thing, and
Is it the same word?
I don't read Infernal, but it seems to be described the same.
Linguistics check.
But you are able to tell, since you've already kind of decoded it, that it does seem to be the same word written over here as well.
What about this one?
Oh, there's one hidden behind a tree.
Yeah,
Oh.
that seems suspicious.
And yet you find another sloth covering its ears and solely focusing on the word indolence inscribed on the walls.
There's 3 of them. We met 3 people. Oh my god, are more gonna
we did?
appear? What?
We did? When did we meet more people?
1 person?
I mean, yeah, I
One
remember
time?
meeting
2
the
times? 3 times.
I remember meeting the man at the reception desk.
Yes.
Though odd, he was rather hospitable.
My counting isn't great. Alright, so what do you think?
I think this is a rather disturbing garden. It looks very nice at the front of it, but these sloths kind of disturb me.
Yeah, I think we need to plug our ears with something. Do you have like cloth?
Let me double check. I mean, I have some of my garments I could tear up and roll into something that we could cover our ears with, or we could always use like candle wax.
Oh, you have candle wax?
I have a candle and we can melt it down into wax.
Alright, let's do that.
All right. So
Flame magic.
He pulls out a brand new candle for you.
I use touch of combustion on the wick.
Wonderful. And a fire starts up.
these candles normally burn for like a day.
Oh.
They last a while.
Should
I don't know how
use
much
more
wax we need.
fire? Probably 2 globs for everyone.
Let's double check with the rest of the group if we can find them. I guess I'll go rally up the men and see what they're up to and inform them of the situation to see if we need to go any further.
I'll come with you.
Miss Illoway, halt! Whoa! I cannot allow you past beyond this point.
Okay.
So I would highly
Bye.
recommend that you go into the female section up there to the left.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Okay, wonderful. And he enters in the male bathhouse, and I assume you are going into the female one.
Mm.
Okay, wonderful.
Hey, Ugwin.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm flying around with a giant dinosaur.
At the speed and sound.
Yeah, it's going well.
Going well? That's good. Anything in particular you were looking for?
Just looking around. I think I'd like circle around the building.
Right, so you do a large circle around the building. It seems like a relatively large establishment, and it's nestled in between two massive natural elements, if you would. The tree, which the building is kind of built around in an L shape, is absolutely massive, almost as big as a Nuxaruk. Not quite as towering as that giant, but respectable in its own right, and very clearly the tallest tree in the forest. And opposing him, but on the other side of the building, there is a gigantic cascading waterfall standing about 150 feet tall.
All right. I will, I'm going to fly above the water.
Fly above the water?
Yeah.
You pervert.
Are you going above the springs themselves, or just like above the water? Like, do you go? Because
you're definitely just a flyby.
Because you're
definitely just a flyby.
Well, I was moving his token because you're currently over here, kind of by where the big tree is.
Yeah.
Would you go in a straight line?
Yeah.
Okay. So you and Nugget are currently flying both over the male and female section. Roll a perception check.
How high are you flying at? And does this happen while Snow is standing on the side?
Quentin, how tall is the building?
The building's cumulatively about like 20, 25 feet.
I'd probably be like 70 feet up.
Okay, so yeah, Snow, you'll get... Okay. He's well above you. Above you.
I wasn't sure if I was going to get knocked over by a dinosaur.
But as you are sitting on the wall, you do get overshadowed by something, and as you look up, you see a giant flying dinosaur. All right, so Ugin, as you're kind of surveying the area, you notice a number of individuals. An old lady in the ladies section, as well as Zana and Snow, currently both only partially clothed. One not clothed at all. And you also see the reception desk gentleman and another older gentleman, which you recall from earlier, both in the male section currently.
All right. Nugget's going to dive into the water.
Into the male section? Or the female section?
Whichever you want. You can roll for it if you want.
Is Nugget male or female?
Nugget probably wouldn't think about that.
So Nugget goes and splashes into the female section. It makes a giant wave. And Cynthia kind of... Oh, I just want to grab Cynthia. Cynthia goes flying directly towards Zana. And Zana gets overwhelmed by a giant splash of hot water as it goes towards her. Whoa! Oh my! Oh! Giant snake in the pool! Oh no!
That's not a snake, Cynthia. That's a Compsognathus.
It's a horse.
Wait, get your dinosaur out of the water.
I think he likes it.
That's a
girls section.
Pervert! You just hear that's basically all they're screaming, I guess, at this point. Pervert!
Whoa, excuse me, sir. Pardon the interruption, but the sections are very clearly defined. I know you were not here when I gave the tour, but that is very much indeed the female section. Even if your reptile was to go in the water, which is not advised, I would please request that he and or she is in the pool, which they identify as.
I'm just gonna fly up to the top of the waterfall.
Excuse me, sir, you're dinosaur.
When do Wilson, Clyde, and Gallahan finally walk out?
Yeah, what's going on with Wilson and Clyde?
They've been gone for a while at this point.
Like, what's going on in there?
Yeah, what is going on?
Listen, I'm not saying, I'm just saying there may and or may not have been a measuring tape related experience that was interrupted by a very holy paladin.
Because he won? Because there's just no contest?
All right, you dirty girl.
No.
Okay.
Clyde, being as prideful as he is right now, would definitely do that.
Wilson would join because he's confident.
And Gallahan would put them both to shame.
Gallahan probably wouldn't do that.
Not on purpose.
He would shame them
Yeah.
for doing
He would
such
put
terrible
them to
acts
shame.
indeed.
A lot.
For sure. Okay, so Ugin, you fly currently to the top of the waterfall, and it seems like it's just coming outstretched, a giant river from deep within this tropical jungle-like environment.
I'll just fly up, just hang out there, you know.
Just chill up at the top.
Yep.
Just kind of observing the surroundings. Now, as you're doing so, you do see once again off in the distance this large creature kind of lurking, dangling there in the trees, which you recall Belphegor mentioned this entire structure was kind of built around. And you do see dangling there a majestic sloth, which seems comparable, if not even larger in size, currently than Nugget.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, I'll have to take care of that later.
Nothing can be larger than Nugget. If something's larger than Nugget, it must stop existing.
I just gotta go, murder a bunch of trees.
Okay. So anything else you would like to do?
No.
Just gotta chill up there. Cool.
I did want to talk to Snow.
Okay, great. All right.
Okay. Well, Ari can eventually make her way out.
Can I move into not the shower?
Yeah,
Been here for a while.
as the wave settles and Cynthia is kind of thrown towards Zana, RA is currently making her way out of the changing room.
Snow would have hopped down at that point. Snow would have hopped down at that point.
Okay.
You okay, Zana?
Define okay.
I meant
No.
mainly from the wave. Okay. She's
What?
gonna wade her way into the water next to you.
I'm sitting on this rock, just sort of like with my fingers in my ears, gently kicking the water because it feels nice between my toes.
Oh,
Your
can I perception to
fingers
see if
and
I
your
see that?
ears?
So I can't hear anything.
Oh, with your
Can I
fingers
perception?
in your ears. I thought you said you were
Yeah,
kicking
and
the
I'm
water with
singing
your fingers
something
and
terrible,
your ears.
like
Okay, cool.
splash, splash, splash.
Can I
can't hear
perception,
bad things.
while I'm
Splash,
talking with
splash.
Zana to see
Sure.
if she's doing that?
I mean, she's not trying to hide it. So yeah, you see in your peripheral. RA's kicking the water, but seems to be doing so with her fingers in her ears.
Okay.
Splash, splash, splash.
So what seems to be the problem, Zana?
Really? What seems
Well,
to be what seems to be the problem? You gonna tell me what seems to be the problem?
Actually, no, I was asking. So no, I'm not telling you. I'm asking.
Well,
What's wrong?
what's wrong? I experienced my first breakup, I guess. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I cried my eyes out. Nobody came to console me. But I thought that's like what we did. Like, we helped each other, but nobody came to help me when I was like really going through something. I was trying to reconcile with Clyde, who's possessed by pride. Yeah, that kind of rhymes. Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of mad and I'm kind of sad and I don't know what I want to do. And I'm like, now I'm starting to think of what our goal actually is. And I don't know. I'm kind of questioning a lot of things right now.
I see. Well, I mean, I've only had like one breakup myself, and that was with Blaine, and you know, it takes time to get over it, I guess. I guess.
Is that what I should do? Should I just get over it?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you still care about the relationship and you care about that person,
Of course I
And-
care about that person.
well,
But that person doesn't care about me.
that's
and-
probably not true. I mean, okay, if he got that upset about, what was he saying? Like, you were looking at other guys that bothered him. So clearly he cares, and he probably still cares. It's just, unfortunately, right now he's under the effects of, I mean, I think he's still under the effects of Pride's curse, I guess. It's
And if I'm-
contract.
Like, I'm not gonna go around dating or sleeping with or cuddling those other guys. I mean, it's not like I'm cheating on him,
Well, I think
is it?
kind of. Because I mean, you're looking at another person and you're really like desiring them, but you're doing it really blatantly as well. Like, it's not like, oh, I think this person's...
Would I be secretive about it? That'd be worse.
Yes, but at the same time, it's more along the lines of how you really feel about him, I guess, comes out with how you act in front of him and when he's not around. Like, there have been times I know that you've gone up to... This was like before you guys started dating. I can't really think of a blatant example, but there were times like you would flirt with people just passively, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really good at this.
That's my personality. I'm just a nice person. Anything to be considered as flirting nowadays.
Well, there's also the fact, I think Clyde's kind of like the jealous type, it seems. So, I mean,
so what
that's...
you're saying is...
I think you're putting way too much work into it.
What do you mean by that, Cynthia?
Listen, darling. I've been around for quite some time, and let me tell you, the relationships that work the best are the ones that come naturally. It's like trying to fit a square into a circular hole. Eventually, if you bang it in there enough, it will work. But the point is...
No, let her speak, Snow.
Okay.
The point is some things just do not fit, no matter how hard you try and cram it in there. Trust me, I've learned from experience.
Good God, Quentin, stop.
You know what, Cynthia? That's some good advice.
No, Miss Cynthia.
No, she has a point. She has a point, Snow. Who is the one that was making this relationship happen, Snow? Who was the one that put forth the effort?
Clyde.
It was me. Oh, really, Clyde?
Oh.
Clyde?
Yeah.
He expressed a problem, and I tried to make it better, and it got a little bit better, but he didn't care, did he?
Quentin, do I hear this?
What? Yeah, you can overhear this entire conversation.
Okay, I go over there because now I'm angry.
You know what? I'm not gonna try. I don't even care anymore. I don't care
clearly
anymore.
You do care. You're crying.
Shut up. No, that is the... I will splash water on my face. That is the water
steam
on my
taking
face.
over her pores.
I am not crying. And you know what? If I care about somebody, they shouldn't make me want to cry. So you know what? It's fine. I don't need him. I don't need anyone. I can do things on my own. I did things on my own for a while.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
Cynthia, yeah.
I mean, Zana, that you don't really need a person to make you feel better, but
that's right. That's right. I don't need a person to make me feel better. I can make myself feel better on my own. I can do that. Me. I don't need anyone.
But
to do that
also,
for me. I survived on my own for so long without any of these people who judged me for what I do. No, didn't need them. I just had me and Alistair, my bird. And yeah, he gives me some mouth sometimes, but it's funny.
Zana,
it's fine.
Callahan believes that everyone can be a better person.
Screw Callahan! That man is a whack Christian, okay? He wants to kill everybody that gives him a bad vibe. And you know what? He said he didn't like that man's color. He said he didn't like his color.
Okay,
I tackle her into the water.
As you say, whack Christian, Ari gets visibly frustrated and launches her body at you and tackles you into the pool, and you both go stumbling.
This is a fight.
I'm trying to kill her with tickles.
With tickles?
With tickles.
What?
So that she'll inhale water and die. Because I don't need to breathe.
No, stop. Ari, stop. No. Snow's gonna grab RA and pull her off of her.
It's rude. It's unnecessary. Just because she's in a bad mood doesn't mean she needs to put everyone else down.
Guys, stop. Oh my God, stop.
I immediately turn and launch myself at Snow. And start tickling her, too.
I enjoy being tickled Joke's on you.
Snow
It
kind of
feels nice
stands
to me.
there and soaks it all in like, nice hot spring bath and someone's pampering me.
I start pouting. I immediately start pouting and go back to my rock.
Okay, that was weird.
Honey, I want you to know, she shouts hot jokes on you. I enjoy being tickled.
Okay, well now I just launch myself at her and I don't try to tickle
Oh,
her.
no, that's what she said the first
hug her.
time.
I hug her and give her lots of affection.
Group hug. Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
I gotta
Cynthia,
move
you know what?
I gotta
That's
move Cynthia.
unnecessary.
There we
That's
go.
fine.
Oh, there we go.
I know.
Oh,
Okay.
please, no,
There
no,
we
no.
go.
The breasts.
I'm being
The
violated!
breasts.
Okay,
it
I
looks
think I'm-
like, Miss Zana, that you could use a good hug.
Wait, really
The breasts.
quickly. Does
Quick,
Snow
you can just-
size me
I
up?
don't-
Do I get sized?
Are you naked?
Where's my stand? Yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, you just want us to know if I size you up, huh?
Yeah, am I sized up? How do I compare?
2 out of
How does she
Matter
compare?
of pride here.
It's a matter of pride. Okay, I think that was last floor. Excuse you. Perceptioning. How does she square up? I guess. What size are you? Are you a double D, an A, a B cup?
I am the largest size that can be. That's bigger than both of you. Heh. Direct.
No. This is based off
Yeah.
your character's
Okay,
real
no,
world
Snow-
statistics.
So you
Yep.
need to. Okay, I'm pretty short.
She part of
How
Itty Bitty
short?
Titty Committee.
Snows looks her up and down.
A sister in arms.
Does not say
My
anything.
face turns red, and I just immediately look down in shame.
We're all gonna stand here quietly now.
All right, Cynthia. I think I've had enough water for today. I think I swallowed some, a little bit. Kind of gross.
Yes.
Fine. I mean, it tasted all right. I think I'm just gonna go and you know what? You know what, Cynthia? You know what, Cynthia, girl? We should chill. We should hang out. You're great.
I agree. I would love another companion in here. We should totally chill and have some tea.
Oh, in here? I'm getting kind of like, I mean, no offense to you. I'm getting kind of pruny, wrinkly, you know? Been in here for a little bit.
Oh, trust me, no, it's great. It really opens up the pores.
No, it's kind of opening up my wrinkles. Kind of,
Donna.
you know.
It's tea time.
What's
Tea time.
what? All right,
It's tea
you just
time.
tried to drown me.
Tea time. I haven't had a great tea time with the gals in ages.
No, oh,
It's tea time. She hasn't had tea with gals in ages. Look at her. She looks old enough to not have done that for ages.
Yo, all right,
Ages,
yeah,
huh?
that's
You don't
want to
let her down.
Well, I ain't letting Cynthia down. Me and
You
Cynthia
are letting
chill.
her down. Yes, you better go have tea. We're gonna have tea. We're gonna mend our broken bond.
Snow's gonna start tiptoeing further up.
Roll stealth, Snow. 27. Everyone roll your opposing perception checks. Oh, no one notices Snow as she slinks away silently in the water.
That was Nuggets. That's Nuggets' perception. Okay.
Not. Donut. 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 So, Snow, you make
we
your way.
noticed him, right?
No, this dinosaur is a ninja.
Oh, all right.
So
Got
you
it.
three are all
Giant
chatting
dinosaur
about
ninja.
tea time. Snow's over here in the corner, and she feels something, a disturbance in the
I
water.
was actually going to dive under the water and swim, but okay.
And as you dive under the water and start swimming, you are met face to face with a giant Compsognathus also currently under the water.
What? Under the water?
Under the water.
Can he get
He's under
under
the
the water?
water.
It's that deep?
It's deep enough. Yeah, it's deep enough back where you are.
Okay, well, I resurface on like the far end of the thing.
And as you
Pool.
as you surface, the nugget kind of pokes its head up.
I reach up to pet Nugget. And then I realize, Nachia! I left her outside. Oh, crap.
Is there like a time check?
Where is Nachia, actually?
What do you do?
I whistle.
And you see as Nichia's head,
She's a large creature now.
Nichia's head pokes up from the rock over on the male side of the bathhouse.
Good boy, Nachia. Good boy.
Yeah, so clearly your dog affiliates as a male, so we're gonna just keep him over here.
My wolf!
Don't worry, Snow. I'll take care of Nichia. I've got him right over here.
The Snow light steps up onto the rock. Excuse me, this is my wolf.
As you do, you just see a bunch of shirtless men, all who just so perfectly are waist deep, and you can see nothing below their hips.
Hey, how's it?
How's it
Excuse
hanging?
me.
Wilson is currently Wilson's currently facing towards Gallahan. Gallahan's facing towards the rock, so you can see a front profile of him. Wilson has turned with his back facing towards you and his head turning over to look at you, and you can see his rippling back muscles.
Okay.
Where's
Like
Clyde?
I said,
Clyde is
My
currently
son.
facing and currently talking to Belphegor and the old man.
Do we notice Snow?
No, she's invisible.
She's
What?
invisible?
She is invisible in the mist. She is one with nature.
I
Do
glow
we
a
hear
little bit.
Nachia?
You hear a faint from the corner.
I go over there and I call out to Nachia. Doggy!
I'm sorry, ma'am, but we really must ask you to go back to your purposefully separated areas. Unless you would like me to bring the wall down and make it one communal zone.
I immediately start telling him off. Are you crazy?
But
Well,
you're
then-
naked, standing on the rock.
So you're naked.
I don't realize
currently-
that right away.
That's
We
beautiful.
don't come back, Snow. You were in front of me, I swear.
No,
Zana's gonna-
nope. You step down and run. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but if you're going to be flashing all of the gentlemen in here, I'm really going to have to ask you to go back to your zone or make sure that everyone here is comfortable with it
What about
being
the convenient mist?
Yeah, what about the convenient
What?
mist,
What
man?
about the convenient mist?
Convenient mist, snow.
The
I have
mist
fire wings and
mist.
everything. I feel like there should be some mist.
Are your fire wings out right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring out your fire wings to cover all of your lady bits as your wings
Excuse
fold
me.
over your front. As you kind of like give out a little shriek as you didn't realize that you were currently not fully clothed. And then you just
I
duck
still
and
want
hide
to tell
behind
him
Snow.
off for being mean to Snow.
No, I'm good. It's fine.
No,
Zana
he
is
can't talk
making
to you
her
that way.
out and
Okay, great.
getting clothed.
I'll meet up with you later, darling.
Oh, you know it, Cynthia.
Hey, do you guys want to get tea?
I guess we can get some tea. It's been a little interesting.
Huh?
We'll head off to get tea, I guess. Snow light step
You
over
wanna
to
go
the
to-
door.
All
I'm-
right, great.
Am I changed while that interaction was going on?
Yeah, so you are managed to get fully dressed and you are currently exiting the area.
I'll start making my way down to the reception.
Walking
desk.
around.
Well, hello, ma'am. I see you. Are you done enjoying yourself in the spa bath?
Dude, are there like freaking 3 of you? How are you everywhere?
You see that he just has drenched, dripping dreadlock hair, and he's currently only having a towel below his waist.
No, unfortunately, there are not many of me, so I have to do the majority of the work around the facilities. But I would like to inform you that you all have multiple options of rooms if you would like to spend the night.
Nah, I'll sign out. I just wanted a bath.
I kind
Some
of just
chill
curl up on
thought.
the
And
couch
I-
and
you know
take
what?
a nap.
I got some thinking done. And I did think. And I'm good.
Wonderful to hear. Glad that you were able to enjoy yourself. What about the rest of your compatriots, though? Would any of them be interested in spending the night?
Heck
Sure.
if I know.
Snow comes down the hallway as she hears that. Or as she's hearing that, I guess.
Are you able to get dressed in time? Because I was getting dressed and going
Oh
out
no,
while
she
you
comes
guys were-
out with the towel that's soaking wet
I'm not even
with
dressed.
her clothes.
Yeah. I'm wearing a towel. I'm curled up on the couch sleeping.
Wonderful. So, seeing as there are currently only 2 occupants, there's actually a large number of rooms available. So you can really take your pick. As long
Who's
as you
the
don't...
second occupant?
There are 2.
Yeah. So we've had Mr. Alphonse and Cynthia for quite some time staying here.
Interesting.
So as
How
long as you
long?
don't take the last room all the way down the hallway, last door on your left, you'll be fine. Any other room is up for grabs. But I will let you know we do only have a total of 5 rooms available, and there are 2 beds per room, so you're gonna have to double up.
Nah, I'll sleep outside. Thanks. I don't need anyone. And
I
Zana
kind
will
of
walk out.
roll over in my sleep and I call Zana's name. Zana?
Nope. She is
Okay.
walking out.
I roll back
And
over.
when I walk out, I want to try and resummon Alistair. So after I walk out, I'll be resummoning Alistair. Is that
Okay,
cool?
great. So you walk out back kind of into the jungle where you hear the chittering of birds.
That's my word. You can't steal that. That's my word.
I like
I
that word.
think
The
words are
chittering
communal
of
sounds.
birds.
Nah. Okay.
And
So
Zana
you s-
kind of just walks off into the jungle. All right, Snow.
I'll go to the far back room.
All right.
Not the last one? Was it on the left or the right? I don't remember.
So you make your way.
I don't remember.
Roll a d4.
4.
You go and you enter you go all the way down the hallway and then make a left and enter in the first door you find on the left. And you see that there is a room with 2 beds separated by a dresser. In a moment, you will actually see that.
Cool. I'll get changed in here and dry off.
Wonderful.
Quentin, you said the candle takes a day, right?
Correct. Take a full day to melt.
Okay.
Are you trying to melt wax?
No, I'm trying to determine how long we've been here.
Okay.
All right. With that, Uwin, is there anything you wanted to do?
I will go over to Nugget and say, "It's time to go, bud." Yeah, we gotta go take care of something bigger than you.
And he splashes you with water using his tail to kick up some water and splash you.
I'm just gonna glare at him.
And then eventually he just shrinks and flies over to you and flies into your pocket.
All right, I'm gonna fly over and look at this sloth thing.
So you fly over to the very large tree in the corner of the facilities, and you notice there is an absolutely massive sloth. It seems to be about... let me pull the dimensions real quick. Where's my creature? It seems to be almost 70 feet long. Very lanky and dangly, but completely immobile. As if it hasn't moved in a very, very long time. It seems like something slumbering but powerful, as you notice that there has been very long vines and moss that has grown onto this creature's fur. It seems as if it has not been awoken for quite a while.
Can I roll knowledge something?
Nature?
Probably.
Planes? Religion?
Nature, probably.
Engineering?
Religion on a sloth.
Animal?
Engineering sounds like the best one yet.
Roll knowledge local.
Knowledge local.
Animal?
No, I'm kidding. And I would need you to roll a knowledge planes.
All right. There you go.
Oh, yes. You can immediately identify this creature as an abnormally large demonic chore, as they're actually referred to as. Not a chore in your standard sense of the word, but a Chaor.
Okay.
Char?
Like a chore.
What do I know about it?
This one seems abnormally large for the creature's size and also abnormally inactive. Chars are normally bloodthirsty, ravenous creatures that fuel themselves with rage on the battlefield, but this one seems very abnormally lackadaisical and lethargic.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and poke it. Or I guess fly up.
Fly up. Poke. and your finger kind of sinks into a mossy fur mixture until eventually you reach a fleshy substance, and you just boop, 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 and you poke it a couple of times, to which it seems completely unresponsive.
All right, I'm going to fly to its eye and poke it there.
And the creature slowly yawns as it very, very lethargically moves up its arm and starts to rub its eye.
All right. I'm going to fly away and go into the building.
Okay, great.
Finally.
Okay, wonderful. So you and Nugget are going to make your way into the building at long last. You fly up to the front door and are now in the reception area where you see R.A. on a couch and you are meted by the receptionist.
Why, hello there, and welcome to Indolence.
Hi.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good. Real good.
Are you with that group of people who came in earlier, or are you a brand new arrival?
Both.
Both? Well, that's just fantastic. So, I would kindly ask you, as the rest of your compatriots have already signed into the logbook, we just do that to track the coming and going of all the residents. That way we know how many beds we have available. If you could just sign in the logbook right here, it will be greatly appreciated.
Okay, I'm going to write down Spaceman.
What a radical name. Totally interstellar.
Big man, dude.
All right, well, have a great stay here at Indolence.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn around and just walk somewhere.
Somewhere?
Anywhere except with him.
I mean,
So you just start walking this way,
Yeah.
and you just end up in this room, and you're like, hey, there's no people in here. I wonder where they all went. I followed an obscure hallway and entered the second hall down that long hallway. I entered down this long hallway and went down the second hallway down that long hallway and the second door down that one, and I logically thought that's where people would be.
Just gonna sit there, I guess.
All right, great. All right, is there anything anyone else particularly wanted to do right now?
I'm just resummoning Alistair.
How does Nachia get to me? He can't open doors.
Snow, after about 10 minutes, you hear a giant thud right outside your door.
I open the door.
And you see Nachia sat there.
Can you even fit through the door, Nachia? He can't, can he?
He looks too big.
Okay. I go down the hall. Come on, Nachia. Can I have control of him? Can you give me control of him?
Yeah, sure. And as you say, come on, Nachia, you turn around and you see he's no longer in the hallway.
What? Nachia? I go back. How did he get into the room?
Roll a wisdom check.
How did you get in here?
And you see as his frame is like, his head is barely able to fit through the door.
16.
You remember something quite interesting.
Oh my gosh, Nachia, no, don't do that. That wastes my, we share it. I guess you could use it this time.
And he just curls up and lays down in a ball on the carpet.
So Zana left. I thought we were having tea time. I tried a message. Zana, ? Send. Does it go through?
Yes, it goes through perfectly fine.
Do I receive a message?
Yes, you do.
What does the message say? ? Just ?
Just ?
I will send it. Is Alistair summoned yet?
Yes, as you have made yourself apart from everyone else for a little while now and have kind of gone out into the jungle and found a quaint area, you have managed to resummon your bird.
Awesome! Did you miss me, buddy?
I mean, technically, I was just in your subconscious the entire time.
Yeah, but I like you when you're not in my subconscious and you're in my outconscious.
Thank you.
Kisses.
Kisses.
Snow messaged me. Hold on.
You should
Should I
probably
respond?
answer that. She gets cranky.
You're right. It's just a question mark. It's just a question mark.
How respond?
I'll respond with a question mark, and I push a question mark and I send it to Snow.
I send a group message to everybody in the party currently.
Okay.
Is that possible?
You can group chip
Okay.
message.
Question mark. Send.
What is that even supposed to mean?
I don't know
Is it
what
like
I know
ding?
what this is supposed to be.
What?
What?
I send out a message. The messaging system's working.
Huzzah! Wonderful.
I try to message Draken? Yo. No. Okay. So we can't. And I send back a message. Can't message anyone outside of area. Send.
I'm gonna send a little O-face emoji.
And here I thought I was onto something. I guess the baths are all there really is to do around here. And he's still in front of the door. At the door, the concierge Belphegor.
Zana's just gonna be patting down for the night near the building, but she's not gonna sleep in the building. And she did sign out, right? Because she said she wanted to.
Yes,
Okay.
you signed out. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, good.
What time of day is it?
It's still bright outside. It's hard to tell.
Oh, did I hear a ding?
Yes. Are you
Was there
saying
a
like a
ding?
message?
The messaging
A little
system.
doodle? Yeah, you got a little doodle?
So I look at it.
Question
Can
mark.
I message Gallahan?
Yeah, you can go ahead and try and message Callahan.
Okay, so I message the candle? Question mark.
Yes, do you still have it?
No, is it
Oh,
Is it- still burning?
I kind of set it down earlier.
Where?
Oh, I have it again now, but I didn't want to cause a fire hazard, so when I went into the bath, I kind of put it out temporarily.
Put it out?
Yeah, I stopped it from burning. No, I reignited it again.
I get up and I start yelling, Gallahan!
All right, what's wrong?
Callahan!
Snow's already in the hallway.
Put out the candle!
What candle?
We have no idea how long we were in the bath for.
I look at my hands. Are they pruny?
Oh my god,
They
are
look
we
pretty-
old?
They look pretty wrinkly and pruny.
I mean,
Oh my god, Quentin, I look all over my body. Am I old?
oh, you look really wrinkly and pruny.
Oh my god, okay. I message Gallahan. Gallahan, come here.
are you okay, R.A.?
Callahan steps out of his room and he's holding the candle.
What?
Does he
I have it
look
right
old?
here.
Are you
No.
old?
No.
Am I old?
What?
How much time
I mean,
has
probably about
passed?
20 minutes in the bath. That's normally what happens if you're in there for that long.
We might have been in there for like half an hour to an hour. Who knows? I think the ladies went in first, so they might have been there for a little longer.
God. Oh my god, the time is different in each bath?
No, we went in first, R.A.
No.
Well, you came in after me,
But
but
I did. Do you look older than me?
no.
Snow looks just as youthful as she ever has.
Thank you.
You sure?
Yeah. Is that a compliment?
Can I see the
I
candle?
just pause.
Sure. Here.
And he goes and hands you the candle.
Okay, I inspect it. Perception.
Let me see. It looks like about maybe, not much has really come off the candle. It seems almost as it's barely broken the surface of the wax on it.
Okay, it's lit.
Yeah, the candle's lit. He said he relit it, but it looks like the candle hasn't been burning for very long, compared to the longevity and lifespan of the entire candle as a whole.
But it's an entire day,
Yeah, the candle, he said, lasts generally for an
and there
entire
is a
day.
dent in it.
There's a small dent in it, it seems.
Gallahan, can you tell me what time it is based on the candle? You've used these a lot.
Well, do we know what time it was when we lit the candle?
No, but do you know how long it was? Like, if you looked at the candle, how much time would you estimate passed?
Probably only about an hour.
So, in the time that it took for us to light it, and the time it took for you to get in there and put it down, an hour passed?
It's really hard to tell these things. A very small percentage of the candle has been burned. I normally overestimate these things just to be safe, but the candle's barely been lit at all. We haven't really been doing that much, especially since you have to consider the candle wasn't lit the entire time we were in the bath, and that's what we've been doing the majority of the time here.
Right, but okay.
So,
Okay, I keep the
couple of-
candle. I'm gonna keep this.
would you like me to keep this lit at all times?
How
then?
many do you have?
Yes. You have more than
Oh,
one?
I have about like 8 or so.
We should all have one and see if they burn different times.
Well, the other thing, RA, is if he only has 8, why would you want to use them all up now?
no. I think that each side should have one to see if the time is different between the two bathhouses.
Gallahan, I'll take one to Wilson, and I trust him to keep it monitored. I don't trust myself with it.
So you want one, or you want me to give Wilson one?
I can give it to him.
Sure. Here you go, Snow.
The point is that one person in each bathhouse has one.
In each bathhouse? Aren't we
Yes.
in...
To see if the time is
Well,
different.
You and I are in the same bathhouse? Are you talking about bedrooms?
Yeah, and Gallahan is in the same bathhouse as
Yeah.
Wilson, and Gallahan has the candles.
Okay.
Why would you give one to Wilson?
I'm confused about what you want us to do at this point.
We're just gonna see if the time is different.
Miss Illoway here is having me hold on to this candle for her because she wants me to keep track of measurement of time. From what I've understood, she's suspicious that the two bathhouses are in a separate time state, meaning that she presumes that potentially the one in the female bath chamber may move quicker. So she wants to keep a separate candle with, I assume, a female resident of our group so that they could keep track of such a thing.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
Or even if just time moves differently in the bathhouses,
All right,
period.
wouldn't you think that time would just move differently overall in this layer? Period? What makes you suspicious that time moves
Possible.
faster in the girls or slower in the girls? I don't know. How does...
I don't know, I'm just covering my bases here.
Got it. Okay.
You never know. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Bye.
Which room do you go to? Oh, she just goes
I
to the
don't.
couch.
Sit on the couch.
Ma'am, if you would like, there's still some rooms available. We have very comfortable beds for lodging.
I'm okay. I don't want to sleep in someone else's bed. I like my couch. It's comfortable.
Oh, well, that's generally the couch I take my naps on. That's why I was bringing this to attention.
Okay, well then I'll go over here. There are 2.
There are 2 couches, ma'am, but I can rest assured that no one has slept in any of the beds and that the cleaning services take very good care in refreshing the sheets regularly.
I'm not sleeping in a bed.
As you wish, ma'am, because absolutely, being at peace and with your inner self is most important. And if that is where you feel comfortable, who am I to argue with you?
I don't trust you. No, he wants us in those beds pretty badly. Don't trust it. Also, I hate that guy. I won't do anything he asks me to.
Snow messages Clyde and Wilson, just asks, what room are you guys in? Or rooms?
Oh, we're next to the Gallahan's room. Yeah, Snow, we're right beside Gallahan.
Wait, wouldn't there be 2 rooms technically beside Gallahan?
I think the door is actually here, Snow, for
You
that
think it's
room.
this one?
This is the room. Gallahan went
I'll knock
into
on
this
door.
room.
I don't know,
So
man.
they're probably
Okay,
in this
Listen,
room.
I'll knock on one of the dang doors. I will go to both rooms because Snow has a terrible sense of direction, and this is canonical.
All right, so you knock on the door that is closest to, like, that is basically effectively directly behind the room you and Achia are currently in. And you're knocking in it for about like 2-3 minutes.
Okay, listen.
Until,
I wouldn't
Wilson
do that for 2 or 3
pokes
minutes.
his head
Maybe
out.
about a minute.
Snow.
Hey!
Hey, I heard some weird knocking and came out to see if everything was
It's fine,
okay.
Nachia. Clearly, that was Nachia digging at the
As you say,
floor.
his name, and Nachia comes from around the
See,
corner.
look at Nachia. He's not used to this large size that he is.
Whoa! He did get
didn't-
bigger. Oh, that's
You
quite
didn't
impressive.
notice in the bathtub?
No, I mean, I noticed he. I mean, I thought it was maybe like the water, like sometime how like dogs get in water and then their fur proofs out
Yeah.
a little.
No.
Pretty sure
It goes down.
actually.
No, but I mean, like after they're out of the water and they like shake it off and
Wait,
they get,
wait,
like the
Wilson,
poofy
even
coats.
better. He's a mount now.
You
Yeah.
can ride him. That's a bit cool. So we can like kind of like ride into battle. You could have Dachia and then I'll ride in Angus and we'll like go and it'll be cool.
Wilson, Angus isn't down
Yeah.
here.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. If you want, you can ride Nachia
No.
into battle.
No,
He's a good boy.
And Nachia kind of walks up to Wilson and nuzzles him.
It's a good boy, Nachia. It's okay. I can't ride.
Look at this social distancing right here.
That's 20 feet of social distancing. Whoa. Nachia and Wilson are getting a little close, though. There we just about that. That's good.
Cool. Okay. So,
So, we're gonna pause there. And Zana, by the way, while you were summoning Alistar, I need you to roll for me a perception check.
24.
So while you were going through your menus and lists and having to go through the summoning ritual to bring back your Eidolon, you noticed that on your character's stat block and sheet, 2 of the negative levels you had were removed.
Only 2? Only 2?
You're being baited.
I was in there longer than anybody else.
you have to spend more time. That's what it's saying.
Huh.
I mean, your character might have to figure that out herself, but...
No, it's pretty obvious.
You're being baited.
Because I already noticed the effects and HP rising. So I guess Zana I'll cast Spider Climb so I don't have to go inside. And I cast
Okay.
Spider Climb, and on the roof, I will walk and go into the girls
Okay, great.
so that nobody can see me. I'll also roll stealth if you want me to.
Sure, you can. If you want to, you may roll stealth.
What are you talking about? You want to?
I don't care whether you're being stealthy or not. If you care whether or not you're being stealthy, I would recommend rolling stealth.
I will roll stealth. Give me a second.
What does it say?
28.
Okay.
All right, so you expertly pace around the entire building, go over to the wall, climb over, hop over the wall, and kind of slink into one of the back corners and slowly ease your way back into the spa and hot spring bath, and slowly feel as if your entire body relaxes and all of your troubles and woes seem to fade away.
I do want to keep an eye on my levels, and as soon as my level reaches regular again, I'm hopping out.
Okay, great. All right, and with that, everybody, roll a perception check for me real quick.
Yes, Snow is perceptioning that Wilson. All right.
You're perceptioning that, Wilson.
24.
Ooh.
26.
Ooh, Allie.
34.
Ari's kind of aloof and snoozing on the couch, but everyone else clearly hears a little bell. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, is that like a food bell?
Food?
Snow walks over next to Wilson.
I heard something too.
Zana's just waiting until her negative levels are
Did anyone hear that?
Sounds,
Oh, I did.
yeah, sounded like a food bell maybe. I don't know.
And you hear it again. Ding, ding, ding. And it seems to be coming from the reception.
I walk over. Nachia follows behind.
All right, check this social distancing.
Stop. What was that ringing sound?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I was wondering how long it would take you all to get here. If you weren't aware, there is a complimentary meals included with your stay at Indolence. So that indeed was the first meal's bell.
How many meals do we get?
You get your standard 3 meals a day.
Oh, cool. What kind of food? I mean, I look over at Clyde and I'm like, just looking at him, waiting.
Would pride clock.
Free food sounds pretty nice to me. So, what you got, guy? I'm so glad you asked. We have a wonderful assortment of tropical goods, ranging from fresh fruits to some wonderful fresh vegetables, all served with some great entrees like fish.
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 Was that fish or
I'm saying
with a
fish.
fish? With an F, right? That's an F. That was an F.
Yes, you
Hold
know
on.
those little tiny creatures
Put an
that
F in the
filter
chat.
out water. Put an F-ish in the chat. P-H-I-S. Wait,
PH?
Yeah. fish.
What?
Yeah, just like Belphegor. Fish with a P-H. and maybe a little bit of lobster bisque.
Lobster bisque. Ew.
Lobster bisque.
God, stop. No. Do you have like...
This is some of the finest lobster bisque you'll ever taste. We also have shrimp bisque, tuna bisque. We're really big fans of fish bisque.
Oh, do you like have like burgers, steak? Like...
We like to live a more holistic and natural lifestyle here. We aren't really a big fan of the red meats, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm sure if it was a special request, we could probably procure some.
I'm sorry, Nichi and I prefer our red meats. We really like meat. Please.
Not a problem. If you would all make your way out to the garden, we've set up a couple of extra benches to accommodate the extra guests, and we'll be wheeling out your meals for you shortly.
Nichia, you're gonna have to do it again. We make our way out into the garden. Nichia, I guess, light steps out.
Yeah. And you all make your way out to the garden. Some of you for your, well, those of you who make your way out to the garden, some of you for your very first time, notice that there are a couple of more additional benches. There's a log to sit on. There's a bench out there. And there's ample room, and they've actually laid out a couple of blankets on the ground and made some adequate space in this garden area for you.
When did I want to wake up?
Then wake up.
Yeah, you wake up. You kind of were awoken by the commotion. And hear as the gentleman's saying,
"Oh, so you heard a lot about some lobster, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. The rest of your compatriots have already procured themselves and their beings and personage out of the doors into the garden for some great grub."
and she just immediately like tumbles off the couch and like just scampers outside. Ugin, would you follow? You kind of just look like you're in the reception hall standing.
Can I have nugget control?
Oh, you don't have nugget control?
No. Quentin?
No.
That's like sacrilege.
Where's Magnus?
Here. There you go. There you go.
Magnus
boy.
must be outside.
We don't let animals in here, okay? Go.
No animals
They're
in
pets,
here, okay?
Okay? Listen, those are pets, not animals. All right. So with all of this being said, all of you are relaxing and enjoying yourself in your various locations, whether you are recouping in the spa or lounging about in the garden, about to be fed a wonderful meal. But we're going to have to see how this all pans out next episode.
Oh, all right. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Sword Art Online Odd. And wow, guys, we're back. Finally. It's been a little while. It's been like, 2-3 weeks? Well, don't worry. We got more episodes in store for you. And if you've been enjoying this episode and you want to continue to listen to us in the future, please subscribe and follow along with us as we try to figure out what the heck is going on in Sloth's Lair. And in addition, we also have another series starting up, which is called The Gate Chronicles. The first 5 episodes are going to be available to public, and then we'll be putting it behind our Patreon. So if you guys want to support us in that way, you can go to our Patreon and donate $1 a month, where you get access to early releases of episodes, and beyond that, you get the episodes of The Gate Chronicles. So yay! Also, please consider joining us in Discord. The link is in the description below. You can hang out with us, play games, chat, I don't know, talk about the characters, who you love, who you hate, who you want to give your rose to and get rid of. I don't know. That's kind of how it works. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Woo! Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.